My name is Jiaoying Summers. Don't worry about pronouncing Jiaoying. My iPhone auto-correct Jiaoying to annoying. People also ask me, why don't you have a Chinese last name? I had one. Before I got married, I was a hoe. Hi guys, I'm Jiaoying Summers. Welcome to Tiger MILF. I'm so excited today because this lady is my idol. She is a legend. TV, film, commercial, stand-up comedy. She's being brave. She's fucking funny. She's beautiful. And she's a fucking powerhouse boss bitch. Are you ready for the very funny and beautiful Carolina Rhea?
I think all the things about you. I remember looking up your stand-up. I was like, oh my God, she's so hilarious and she's so beautiful. She must be stormed by the audience every night.
Oh, that's
try and,
coming from you. It means so much because you just maintain the standard for amazing women in comedy.
There are so many funny women in comedy.
I know. I'm just so happy to have you. And I was binge watching your videos.
I'm really bad at upkeeping videos. I'm about to do a special just because I can't stand how old my videos are.
I'm so excited. When?
Most of my career, I had my nephew transfer my career from VHS to digitizing it like 5 years ago. And I was like, wow. That like you guys don't even, you're old when you don't even have the same technology.
My interns are in their 20s.
You look like you're 19. I want to know the story of your life ever so briefly.
Well, I
know you're a Capricorn.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. I was born in the 90s in China. There's a one-child policy. And my father was taking me to dumpster because my penis was missing. But he dropped me on the ground. He was very drunk. He's still drunk. So I started crying. But my mother said, she's like, oh, she's ugly, but she's a fighter. Let's keep her. My nickname was cage fighter. That's my nickname because I have big jaw. In China, big jaw and big lips is like not attractive for some stupid reason. But you are hot somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You can drink somewhere. You are hot somewhere. If you're ugly in America, go to China. If you're ugly in China, go to America. It's not our problem. It's them, right? Like I just feel like I am not ugly anymore. Yes. Yeah,
that you were ever perceived as ugly is hard to conceive. But
it's mainly because when you don't have penis, it's kind of difficult in China to survive China without a penis.
You know what? When I was getting my sonogram to see what sex my child was, and I knew, like the minute I got pregnant, I knew I was having a girl. Absolutely, 1,000,000% knew it was a girl. And Kostaki he's a comedian. It's her dad, and we were at the sonogram and determining the sex. I don't know why we're here. She's a girl, and then Kostaki was going, penis, penis, penis. I want to hear the word penis when he was about to do the gender reveal. And my doctor said, there is a stunning lack of penis on this baby girl.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I always talk about in America, we have a gender reveal party, right? It just is so lame because there's only 2 options. It's a boy or a girl. But in China, that'll be exciting because only one gender results in a party.
I saw your TikTok when you said you're a feminist, you have a daughter.
I kept her. That's a lot. I really think a woman should have the same opportunity as men.
But isn't that a problem in China now because of the one child?
Oh my God.
Like, the workforce is diminished because of how many, there's so many older people and not as many younger people.
Exactly. And the other problem is the dating market is getting really crazy because there's way more men, less women because, they kept more men and they don't want girls. Now, all the ugly girls, they're like, I want you to have 1 house, get on your knees, 2 cars, 1 for my mom, 1 for my dad, and my lazy brother. You're gonna give me your everything to get in my pussy. And then she's like, well, she's ugly as fuck, but she doesn't give a fuck. She's like, there's 20 men, there's 1 me. What do you want? You want a woman. That's why you get on your knees and make money. So it's very funny now because it's a revenge of women.
So in China, what are when you're looking for a partner, what are the top 3?
I think for the old Chinese value would be, hard work, kind and nice. Now China is so capitalized. How much money do you have? How much money do you make? What car you drive? Show me your wallet. Like they can X-ray their wallets, the women's wallets. They're like, I can smell poor. It just, now it's so capitalized because it's all about the money. People compare how much money you make. Yeah. People
not
just,
like LA at all.
LA is very similar. Yeah, yeah, I feel like home. But when I was growing up, we have very good values. But then now it's like, especially in the big cities, even the smaller cities, because it just becomes so crucial for a man to provide, to be able to even have a wife. In the rural area, you have to have a house and make money to have a wife. But in the big cities, all the girls who work in the big cities, they want to marry well because it's just the value of a woman that when we were born, our parents didn't want us. So we felt that our value was measured by how much we can give back to them or how much value externally we can bring, like be good at school, looking good, and marrying well, marrying rich. That's kind of like what you can do for your family rather than like, am I happy or not? So now I'm start to recognizing that I didn't marry a very wealthy man, and I thought so that would be me telling my mom, thank you so much for bringing me back from the dumpster. Now he can buy you a new house. But now I'm like, I don't need that anymore. I need to see what makes me happy.
Yeah. And how long did you know him before you married him?
Like, actually, I mean, I knew I'll marry him after we had our first date on his yacht, but I didn't tell him. I was faking it for 6 months. Like, I'm not sure. I don't want you to think I want you for the money. It was for the money, but I'm like, no, I'm not sure. Like, I don't want the girls to be like, oh, I want you because you have 2 yachts. He's like 5. I'm like, no, I don't want the 5 yachts. No.
He has 5 yachts?
Yeah, and that's not what I want. I'm like,
who
I don't
needs
want
5 yachts?
Sociopaths, they do need that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I don't want marry for money. I waited for 6 months to be like, yeah, we can be serious. Meanwhile, I'm like, Mom, you're gonna get that apartment and that car. Like second week, I'm like, Mom, that's happening. Yeah, but I'm gonna play.
It really
anyway.
It's a business.
It's a transaction. I mean, I did think he's handsome. You know, he's very handsome. He's charming. He just have no vice. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He just seemed perfect until I found out he is not gay, but he is a narcissist. So like, you know, he's a control freak. He doesn't want to cheat on you. He doesn't want to do anything. People just have their vices. If your boyfriend drink and he eat like a pig, he's a nice man. Keep him. The one with no vice, they are the motherfuckers. Those people are bad. They have no vice. Something's wrong with that person, right? What? You don't drink, you don't smoke?
I don't drink and I don't smoke.
Do you cheat? Not on Tuesdays.
No. Not on Tuesday, no.
No.
You know, I was talking to this friend of mine, this gay couple. They've been my friends forever.
You are a comedian. That's your vice. You are a female comedian. The people don't want us. Female comedian is like a...
I might as well be.
Yeah, it's one of the vice.
Right.
That people are like, oh, it's female comedian. You know?
Exactly.
So we already have that.
Yeah, I'm always going to be smarter and funnier than you. Isn't that fun?
That's fun.
Men love that.
Their dick gets so hard when they see a funny woman.
I literally am like this. Don't say that. That would be funny. Don't say that. Don't say it. And all I care about, like, if you look at what a man wants, right? I always think that funny is going to win.
I think funny, but not funnier than them.
Yeah.
That's what they want. They want to be able to laugh at their jokes and be kind of cute, funny. But if you're funnier than them, their ball shrinks. Like,
their balls do shrink, but I'd never seen it be so physically activated. That was sort of, you just dunk them in a bowl of cold water shrinkage. Like, like you went in the ocean.
I see so many times.
No, but it's not like
I love that too.
I remember this guy that I was dating. I have no idea why I was dating him. He was horrible, and he had big epaulets of fur, like furry shoulders and a furry back. And I used to call him Captain of the Bear Army. I thought that was so hilarious.
It's cute.
Then he was so mad at me because I wiped my feet on his back, but he's the one who laid in front of the shower, so it was his fault. But what's my point about him? Oh, one time I would, like, you know how we used to get catalogs, and so they would send me Victoria's Secret, and I would like throw it out because he would look at it like it was just drooling, and I would just throw them out, and then he would find them in the garbage. Like, that's where I was keeping them for him. And I said, it kind of hurts my feelings when you're looking at these women and you're like going crazy. And he goes, honey, none of these women are as funny as you are.
You're like, of course not. You're like, bitch, of course not. It's not even a conversation.
I go, it's not like you have a big poster of Minnie Pearl up over the bed that you're jerking off to. It's like you're looking at this. So, yeah. Did your husband find you funny? Did he know how hilarious?
No, he always tell me that I'm not funny. And he came to my first show at the Ice House, my first Brook show. I've been doing comedy for 2 months, and people are telling me, oh my God, you are so funny. You are so funny. He saw that. I was like, they think I'm funny. And he gave me a hug. He's like, I can't believe those people in Hollywood just lie to you like this. Don't worry, you have me. I'll protect you from those liars and crazy people. And he gave me a hug.
Well, see, he knew you were on the way out, like out the door, because how funny you were.
I think he know I'm funny, but he didn't want for me to understand that. He's like, He's just like telling me you are not funny.
Now, how is it that you're this funny in your second language? There are no Americans over in China killing it at the Chinese comedy clubs, like as a second language. It would take us, 7 to 9 years to learn the language?
Well, I'm Chinese, so it's either kill or be killed. You know, it's you have to be funny. I don't.
Are there Chinese comedy clubs?
Not really. Stand up just become popular in China like 3-4 years ago. It's very new. I don't even know there's a stand up thing when I was growing up. I just want to be an actress, but obviously I failed in acting. I don't speak English.
You certainly speak English.
I do better now. I think like for me to really make it in acting is like when my comedy start really doing well and people understand like you can be funny with an accent and you can just. We have Sofia Vergara and Salma Hayek. They have an accent, and they have a great career. But a Chinese Asian accent is just not desirable. People don't like our accent. When we talk a Chinese accent, they just think we are gonna, I don't know, give them a happy ending or something. Like I never stand in front of my comedy club on Melrose. I never stand in the front because I'm like I don't want people to think that's a nail salon. Like I always have my white guys stand outside. I'm like, or my black people. I'm like, you guys stand outside. That's a comedy club. If I'm there, people ask me like how much I charge for bikini wax. Like I don't want to hear that. I don't want to feel like they are, in the wrong place. I don't want to explain to them.
I know why I was laughing because I was saying that I don't drink and I don't smoke. And like 2 years ago, this guy reached out to me who I had the biggest crush on. This was so weird. I met 3 men over 2 months. They were all born the same day.
Oh my God.
One I hadn't seen since high school. One I hadn't seen since 1996. And one I hadn't seen since 2000. And they all reappeared at the exact same time.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, is it door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? None of them. It turned out it was absolutely just a bad coincidence.
Oh my God, same. That's crazy. That's
but
really
I was like,
crazy.
all
It's like
the
a
same
movie.
day. I know.
It's like a real movie.
It is like a real movie that, it wouldn't get sold or no one would see it. But the, what was the point of, okay, this is good. Hi, welcome to the beginning of Stories with Caroline.
I love
I
this.
can't remember what I was going to tell you. This is really bad.
It's a joy to not remember bullshit because like we just don't remember it.
This is the most accurate joke of my life. That my memory is so bad now that whenever I walk in a room, I can't remember why I walked in the room, but for some reason I always think there's going to be a clue in the fridge.
I don't remember things. My mom said that.
And you've got babies, so that's at least normal. What was I going to tell you about him? Oh my God. Oh well, very exciting story. Maybe I'll remember it.
My son is not as bright as my daughter.
Well,
just to be honest,
just because
boys are just not as bright as girls when they're younger.
Now, how old is which one?
The boy is 4. The girl is 2 and a half, I think.
Oh my God.
I don't learn from my mistakes. You stop at 1. But
who takes care of the babies?
Thank God, my mom. She moved.
Oh, your mom's here.
She moved to America when I told her, I said, Mom, I'm gonna leave my husband, and you have to move here right now because I want the kids, and I want you to give me full support because I want to become a comedian. She's like, well, I'll help you, but why do you want to be a comedian? I said, I think I'm gonna make it. She goes, honey, not all ugly people are funny. I tell you, sure.
Okay.
I said, Mom, you keep talking. You nobody can roast me better than you do. So I'm not gonna get crushed in comedy because.
Is it easy to move from China to America?
I got her to come to here to visit me, and then I got her green card.
You did.
So she's having a good time.
My daughter, queen of hustle.
I don't fuck around. Like I came here with $200 in my.
I moved to New York
wallet.
with $300.
You're from Canada.
Yeah,
and I don't understand why you guys are Canadians are so kind, but why you guys are so funny. Like some of the funniest comedians are Canadians.
Because
why?
we grow up like we always, if we had a national rally, we'd be chanting, "We're number 2. We're number." Like we aren't raised thinking we're like number 1. We're raised with more humility, I believe.
Yes.
And we're a country of immigrants from everywhere.
Yes.
It is really, it's a really very different country.
Yeah, Canada
it's much kinder.
Yeah, it's much kinder.
And there's a larger safety net for the population because of socialized medicine.
That's nice.
People don't go bankrupt.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
I forgot what I'm talking about.
Have you performed there?
I'm trying to. I don't know which. I know.
Oh my God, they'll love you.
I know the agents want me to go there. They keep asking me. You can tell me some venues. My managers to book me. We are planning on my Canada tour.
You should go to. Have you gone to Just for Laughs yet?
I haven't. I should do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you are doing it.
I did it last year. I've done it. I did the 40th anniversary show.
Amazing.
I've not been there all 40 years. I just want you to know. But yeah, I did that show. But I'm from Montreal.
That's
So
amazing.
it's not as fun to go to that. It's almost weird. You know what I mean? You can't really be a prophet in your own town. It's weird. Plus, I was there. Yeah.
Tell me the story. Tell me the story.
It wasn't fun. It just wasn't fun last year. But I do love that festival. You should definitely go.
Awesome. I'm gonna.
How many years have you done stand-up?
Almost 4.
That's all?
But I was doing 10 hours a day. I do 10 hours a day at my little comedy club. I go there. I do 10 hours a day, like a little Chinese kid in the sweatshop. Like I go there. I make the toys. I make a Santa Claus butt plug. Like I do everything. It need to be done. So I just
If
So
I don't know
Grandpa can
why
go
we
to
have to look
hospital.
any further than your show is about you and your comedy club.
I have a comedy club and I have a
No,
staff.
but that's the script.
The Latinos. Yeah, I know. I wrote
I
the
bet you're
script.
walking outside.
I wrote the script.
You already wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to talk to a network.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get your big fancy pants managers to talk to a network.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to them.
Or just start filming.
Yeah.
Filming outside. Just you standing there going, this is not a nail salon.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to convince them it's not nail salon. But then I'm like, you want to do nails? Let's go. I will take you somewhere. I'll take 20% off commission from that nail salon. So from now on, I'm taking 20% from this nail salon's commissions because I bring my people here. Can we make a deal now? I'll just take them to nail
Oh
salon.
my God, you should get coupons
Yeah,
for nail
coupons.
salons at your comedy club.
Oh my God, yes.
That's what you should do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And the
Like a
massage
Groupon.
therapist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Massage, happy endings, everything. Yeah. I can also sell condoms, look like a Chinese
What is
spy
the
balloon.
biggest stereotype about Chinese people that is just so laughably incorrect?
I think is that all Chinese people are invasive. China is viewed as invasive because of our government, and all the Asians are going down with us. Like all the Chinese-looking Asians, like the Koreans and Japanese, they're like people tell the Koreans, "Go back to China." They're like, "I am from Korea. It's a part of China." They're like, "No, it's not. It is." You know, so they're like, they're just getting all the texts. Like I stopped being Chinese since COVID. I'm just saying I'm Korean. 사랑해요. What? I'm not Chinese. No. No. Mm-mm. The Chinese invent the chopsticks, but I'm not Korean. I'm not Chinese. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just like I just try. People just hate China so much. They hate us so much. It's just it's political, you know.
Right.
But people are nice. Like if you are black, you go to China. People love you. Like they want to take photos with you. You think every black person is Michael Jackson. They think every black person is Michael Jordan. Like they just think you are famous. And if you don't look Chinese, you are a celebrity in China. Everybody want a photo with you. If you are black, they're like, "Can I lick your skin? Is that chocolate?" But not in a way that's like racist. Like, oh, saying the N word, fuck off. Like they, and then, you know, we just love people for like in Chinese. I think Confucius says, 有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎. I have a friend coming from far, far away. That would be the happiest thing in my life. That makes me so happy. Friends look different from me and coming from far, far away. So we love people coming from far, far away, which is a different culture.
Yeah.
But I feel like the propaganda make like in America, they are turning like minorities against each other, like black and Asians hate each other. This hate each other. We don't give a fuck. For me, like I just as long as the check clears, we are friends. Like I just give me money, give me a job, give me money. You can call me chinky bitch. I'll be your friend. I'll be like I'm your chinky friend. Just give me the fucking money. I don't give a fuck. Like leave woman's uterus alone. Like I feel like. Yeah, let women get abortions and go kill the pedophiles and fucking catch the school shooters. And
Yeah.
leave my pussy alone. Right? Like, why are
Do
you
you
so
have a
concerned about my
boyfriend
pussy? No, I don't. They leave. I don't have that.
What do you mean they leave?
I can't have a boyfriend because
Well, you work 10 hours a day and you have
Yeah.
2 children and you have a podcast and
Yeah.
you've got a very ambitious career.
Yes. Also, I have my jewelry brand I'm working on.
I love that.
Isn't that cute? I have to
Oh
give
my
you
God,
some.
you're going to be on QVC
I'm
in
gonna-
2 seconds.
Yeah. Oh my God, QVC. I call myself Jowl Rivers because I roast people on red carpets and I'm really like vicious about it because I feel so bad for white people. You can't say shit now, so I'm saying everything for you guys.
Oh
So you
my
can't say anything anymore. You can't say anything. There's
Joan
nothing you can
Rivers
say.
used to do this article in, I think it was whatever. It was either in People or National Enquirer, and she had completely trashed me in one of them. Like I saw it in the morning, and then she was my guest on my talk show that day, and I'm like, Joan, let's talk about this. Like that wasn't very nice. And she goes, "Did you see what you were wearing? It's completely your fault." And I was like, "You're right. I'm terrible. What was I thinking?" She was the greatest.
She was the greatest.
The greatest.
I love her so much.
She was like the mother of all comedians.
Yes.
To all comedians. You know how she's like Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, she didn't give a fuck, and she didn't waver when people tried to tell her that she was wearing furs. They were like, "You don't care about animals." She's like, "Are you wearing a paper belt? Are you wearing a paper shoe? No, it's a leather belt. Yeah, shut up." You know, because a double standard. Like we want to judge people, we want to make something that's extremely wrong, but we do something similar. But that one is okay. No, it's not. It's all fucked up. Like, yeah, just to make sure you pay me, I'll be your friend. If you pay me, I don't care what your politics.
But you were with a guy that was super rich.
Yeah, and I didn't. I couldn't. He won't let me have a career. Not like I was having one, but he won't let me do my open mic. That's a problem. Okay, I leave the home, and I go out to do the open mic, and I come home. I always like to dress up, and I come home. He just stare at me. I walk in with my boots. He's like 11:45. He's like 11:45. Do you know what kind of woman come home at 11:45 in China? The whores and the prostitutes. I just said.
I'm like, come home early in China.
Yeah, like
I would imagine whores and prostitutes here work all night.
Yeah,
pretty good hours.
Just like I can't believe, I saw you are the love of my life. I'm the mother of your children. Like that is wrong to say because the whores and the prostitutes they bring home money. I pay $5 for the open mic, honey. That's what I said to him. He just didn't think I was funny. He just like walked away.
Oh my God, you are funny. Are your parents funny?
They are both funny, actually. My father is an alcoholic, but now he stopped drinking. He just, I think because like when you were born with a penis, you're already winning in life in China. And then he was super handsome. And he's also very smart and charming. And he read all the books. So he is very smart and charming. Then he just, my grandpa and my grandma, he was also like the most favorite child. He always do well. They just spoil him so much. He didn't really work so hard. And then he married my mom. And when they were 18, my mom is a workaholic. She would work like 5 horses. She won't stop. She just work like nobody.
What did she do?
She started to she couldn't go to school to become a doctor. She wanted to be a nurse or a doctor. She was very good in school, but because she was a girl, so my grandma sent her brother, who sucks at school, to school. She couldn't go to school. She had to get married, so they don't have to feed her anymore. When she get married, her husband had to feed her. So she got married when she was 18, and then she just started to working in a restaurant, and then she learned how to do it, and she was able to become the manager, and then she bought a restaurant, then she bought another 3 restaurants, and then she bought a hotel. She just have like all the restaurant. I grew up when I was 7, was cleaning dishes for her. She wanted to train me to work hard, so I was cleaning dishes, I was doing cashier, I was a waitress when I was 7. But in China, they don't tip waitresses. There's no tip.
Okay, what I don't understand is that sounds like capitalism, that you're able to buy a restaurant, then 2 more restaurants, then a hotel.
She just learned how to do it with no money. She just worked hard, and she was a manager for the restaurant, and the owner had health issues. So they wanted to give her the restaurant, to give her her money to buy it out, but she had to pay them back in 5 years. She was able to pay them back and make the restaurant bigger. So she had enough money to loan money from the bank to buy more restaurants. And she just kept going.
So they will loan money?
They will. If you are profiting, they would loan you money.
Really?
Yeah. So she just worked nonstop. But I can.
But she went to school until she was 18?
No. She stopped going to school when she's 15. She started working in a factory to make clothes. When they 15, it's like the Chinese 15. It's mainly like 14, I would say, like 14 years old. Because in Chinese, the lunar calendar, I'm 35. But actually, I'm 33, That's the lunar calendar age, give you 2 more years. They are Leonardo's best friend. He can just be like, you should leave, you are 23. Because in China, you are 25 now, bitch. Bye. Oh my God, he should know that. I should call him.
How did you start doing your hilarious Uber character? And do they know? They seem so shocked.
It's all comedians.
It is?
We should do one.
Oh my God.
We should do one.
Yes.
Well, me
I can't
telling
believe
you
they're
like
all comedians.
I'm like, do you know you look like a Carolina Rhea? You're like,
Yeah,
I'm actually her. I'm like, come on. I'm like, come on.
Well, people go like, do you know how many times I get stopped? People think I'm Amy Schumer. This was the best. This summer, when I was in Montreal, we walked in and we were going to see John Mulaney.
Oh, he's amazing.
Oh my God, he did the most amazing show. He was brilliant. So we walked in, my friend and I, and the woman in French is like, like she's saying, like, first of all, she's like, oh my God, like, I'm the biggest fan of yours. Like, you are so funny. I know all your specials and your shows. Like, I love you. And I'm from Montreal. So I was like, that's so nice of you. And then in French, she's like, j'ai besoin de billets pour Amy Schumer. And then I was like, okay, I can't tell her that I'm not Amy Schumer because now she's going to be embarrassed and I don't want her to be embarrassed. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then she comes up to me at the end of the show and she's like, why did you pretend to be Amy Schumer? And I'm like, I wasn't pretending at all. I didn't want to embarrass you.
Oh my God.
The other one that I get mistaken for when people, I always know that they don't know that it's me when they go, can I just tell you that your work is so important? I go, I'm not Catherine O'Hara. And they're like, oh, you're not? If, someone your age comes up and asks me, what's the cat real? Then I'm like, yes, then you know that it's me.
That's hilarious.
What kind of television is on in China?
Nothing really. It's just getting more and more strict. You can stream American shows on Netflix if you can go across a firewall. There's a firewall that you can't use Google or YouTube in China. You can't use Google in China. You can't access it. It's like there's a firewall, right. The Great Wall of Fire. We call it the Great Firewall. That's so funny. Yeah, you can watch old shows like Friends and things like that. But right. Like all the new ones, if you can go across a firewall, you can watch all the Netflix shows and stuff. It's just crazy.
It's so interesting. Yeah. And then what are the hours of school when you go to school there?
Oh my God. I couldn't believe how lazy kids are in school in America. I have no sympathy for them. I really don't care. I won't tell them what's wrong with them. So like when I was in middle school, let's say, I go to school at 7 a.m. And I finish school at 5 p.m. And then there's the evening school. I go there at 7 to get my algebra and calculus class tutored. So I finish school at 9. I come home and I have homework. And then I go to school again at 7. That's middle school. High school is more.
High school is more than that.
More work, yeah. And I'm from a province, Henan province, with the biggest population. So you have to score way higher to get in the same school from like the major cities, Beijing or Shanghai, because you are poor, so you have to overperform.
Is this true? I sat next to this guy once he placed Chinese kids into American summer camps. They wanted to come over, and he said that there's a ton of bribing to get into school.
Oh, yeah.
Like on the first day and the last day, even though your kid has already been accepted into school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bribing is, I'm just, when I saw like the TikTok lawyer on trial, TikTok CEO on trial, right? I just feel like they should hire me as their white glove for America. I'm going to bribe the shit. I'm going to go to DC, dress up like a super slut. I'm going to go there. I'm going to take my horse and fuck everybody and get whatever they need. Like they are doing it wrong. They need to give me money. Let me be the white glove. I'm going to know how to do that shit. I watched all of the episodes of House of Cards. I know how to do things in DC. Give me money, TikTok, let me take care of business, you'll be fine. But they don't understand that. It's sad. Bribing is just a huge culture in China. Yeah. Like I didn't know that my art teacher was a pedophile. I was 8 and I was very good with painting. And he has this it's like a little summer school. And I just tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, my painting was the best and I got awarded. She goes, what did you get? What did you get? I said, oh, you have no idea. I got a word to sit on the lap of my teacher, and he was holding my hand to paint my next one. So that's better. Everybody was so jealous of me. She looked at me. She's like, oh. So it was like my nap. I come home to have lunch, and I'm going to take my little bike to go to school like at 2 p.m. I went to school. The school's closed. Like the class was closed. I opened, there's a new lock. I mean, like all the furniture were gone. The age is all gone. She called a U-Haul company and she hauled everything out. She changed the lock and she took a lot of cash to go to the city and basically bribed and make sure like all of his things canceled. And she just bribed him and she didn't even talk about that pedophilia. She didn't say anything. I said, "Where's my teacher? Where's my school?" She's like, "Oh, he died."
Since this morning.
Yeah.
Very quietly in his sleep.
I said, why?
At a young age.
I said, why? Why did he die? And then when I got a little older, I realized my mom moved him. She just kind of bribed him and just moved him out of the city.
Your mother is a baller.
She didn't say anything. She said, oh. I said, how about paintings? She goes, don't worry, they are ugly. You get a new teacher. I said, well, all the paintings are in school. She goes, nobody want them, don't worry. So I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, Mom, I realized now, I'm like, she was protecting me, but the Chinese mom don't tell you I love you. She still haven't said I love you to me yet.
That's not true.
She can't say it. She can say, eat, you're hungry. Like, or put down some like moisturizer on your face becoming too yellow. I'm like, Mom, I'm Asian. It's just like, she's like, too yellow. Turning yellow means you're aging. I said, what? And my maid, she said the same thing. And she'll be like, you look too tired. You look too tired. You should drink chicken soup. I said, it's 7 a.m. I can't have OJ. She goes, no, you look too tired. You need chicken soup. Yeah, you need chicken soup. Yeah, I see what husband left. Yeah, drink soup. You still have a chance. You're like not 35 yet, huh? I said, no. She goes, still have a chance. Drink chicken soup.
Okay,
Ginseng
you go
chicken soup.
online.
I tried to go online,
dating.
and I realized that only like people can't find anybody go online. Just like it's just me. Like you think they look good, they have good photos, they have good jobs, and they are fucked up. They just cannot do it. They go on a date, you just like. Are you sure women have rights? Like, not all the time. Like, they shouldn't have rights all the time. It's bias, Men have to work harder. Men have to work harder because we are very competitive animals. Women have, they just said they want taken care of, Like, I'm like, is that legal to stop you right now? Like, I don't know.
I don't think I've ever dated a man even with like an income at all.
No. When they're online, they don't have income. The only income they have is to pay the $10 per month boost to see more people. That's the only money they have. They are in the futon, in their grandma's basement in Fullerton right now, boosting for $10 to see a person and using somebody else's photos.
That is so hilarious.
I've never met any guy, and a good guy. I mean, it just all turned out awful. I just had to give up. I think mentally, and I don't have time for men, and I think I drive them away, and I know it's either a man is just gonna be okay with this, or I just can't change. I can't become less than this.
No, you're never gonna make yourself smaller for a man.
I can't. I have a lot to give. Like I'll tell you why your clothes are ugly. Like I'll feed you. I'll take care of everything. But like I just you can't be in my business.
Like that's on the plus side. I will tell you why your clothes are ugly.
Yeah,
I will do that for you.
Yeah, but we are honest and we are kind. But
right.
Other women be like, oh, honey, you look great. I'm like, no, you don't look great. You don't look great. Mm-mm. I have a gay friend. He's the only gay guy I have who doesn't have a sense of fashion. He is so bad. I can't forgive him. He's like, can you teach me with my fashion? But he's very fragile. He's like super, super sensitive. And I said, yeah, of course. We went to Nordstrom. He's like, can you have? I said, you have a good. He's like, I have bad style. I look bad. That's why I'm single. Nobody wants me because like I'm the only gay guy who doesn't look good. I'm like, no, you're great. Don't say that about yourself. You are fashionable. You are great. Just go pick up the things you like, and I'll tell you why they are ugly. So we'll buy anything other than the one you picked, and I'll be okay. Better than what you are gonna buy. That's what I said. I couldn't help. I'm just like, because he liked to pick up everything. I like this. I pick all of them out, and we put them in the closet right here. Then everything else, just go close your eyes, grab anything. They'll be good.
Everything will be a giant improvement.
Yeah.
So when you grew up, I'm fascinated. Who was the first comedian that you saw and you thought, oh, I'm doing that? Or was it a funny actress? I've never seen stand-up when I was in China. But when I was in Kentucky, I went to Kentucky for college. Not to brag, but it happened. It happened to the best of us. Okay, please.
Yeah,
I went to a big Ivy League school, the University of Arizona.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. I'm going to Arizona May 12th to 13th in Chandler, Arizona.
Oh, yeah?
And Mac Drop.
Oh, it's supposed to be a great club.
Yeah, Mac Drop Mania. Yeah, love them. Arizona, great.
And you just make fun of everybody.
I want to be the housewife of Scottsdale. I'm just being like, my mom can lock
I could never do that. Could you? Could you ever have been a housewife?
No,
I am. Did you ever see that great clip with Cher when she says, I think it's Barbara Walters who's interviewing her, and she's like, you could have anyone, like, I think she's basically saying, like, you could have a rich husband. And Cher said, I am a rich husband. Like, I am. I think that's hard for men when they can't quite figure out what it is if you have everything you need without them.
I think that's one of the most powerful clips I saw. I saw that clip.
Yeah.
And also, I think Cher, she looks so good. I think she's drinking
goat blood.
I think virgin blood, virgin men. Like when they turn 18, they get on their knees and they just cut their neck open and they give her blood. And while she's in the shower, she poured it in. She goes, "You can leave now."
I love Cher.
She's
76. Her boyfriend's 36. What do you think?
I love that. That's our life. Yeah, that's our life. That is what's gonna happen.
I've dated younger men. It's way better. You know what? I don't feel like my age. I took 10 years off when my daughter was born. My daughter was born. I was very late to the baby game.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God she arrived. It wasn't like on purpose. She just, she came when she was going to come. But and then you spend those first 10 years, which you're in.
Mm-hmm.
I call them a MOMA because it's like being in a mom coma. Because you are full mom 24/7, but you're out there actually hustling too.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I would do stand up, but I couldn't go on the road anymore for the first. I didn't for the first 10
Well,
years.
it helps if you don't like them. Like I don't really care about mine, so I go on the road. I know it's hard for if you care about them. You can't leave them. I used to feel that way about my son when he
You're
was younger.
such a liar. You're probably the best softy mother. I know you're being funny. Which one's your favorite?
I think I want to say my son because he has a penis, but actually my daughter because I like her because she's a little cunty bitch. She's just like she gave me the side eye. I said, "Can I have a kiss?" She goes, "No."
When my daughter was like 2, their personalities are already formed. When my daughter was 2,
oh my God! When they are 2, is in China we say 3岁看到老. When they are 3 years old, you can see when they are old what they are gonna their character, who they'll be, what they'll do in life.
Right. And by the way, one of the coolest things anyone's ever done is quote Confucius in Chinese. That was really very impressive.
My grandpa was he studied Confucius and he's the classical Chinese literature master. I just read all the literature. I know everything Confucius says. I think that helps with writing because I read in classical Chinese and I have no friends because nobody likes me. But my grandpa is my best friend. We just read and he would write a poem and I can match him. I just write with him to make sure it rhymes and to write every topic. So I think it helps with writing even English.
Yeah.
It really helps. That's
so
my only friend.
Tell me who Confucius was.
I think he's just like this scholar. He has all of those wisdoms about everything.
What years did he live?
I think it's like Kongzi. I think it's like I think it's in Song Dynasty, which is like many thousand years ago, few thousand years ago. It's like he's old. Motherfucker's old. But I want to do an Instagram account called Confucius. Like we can say everything Confucius says, but we can make it sexual.
That is hilarious.
Confucius.
Okay, so what are the ones that influence you? Because they always say Confucius say.
Confucius say?
Confucius say. So what are your favorite quotes from him?
It doesn't matter how slow you go. It matters that you don't stop.
Ah.
Right?
Yeah.
And 1,000 miles of journey, it starts from your first step.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I'm going to do comedy, but I'm so late in the game. I'm like, but the Confucius said that it can be 1,000 miles, but you start your first step, nobody can stop you. I'm like, let me buy a club right now. I drove on Melrose. I'm like, it has to be 1 mile away from the major 3 clubs. It need to be on Melrose. And then I drove by this place at Sublease. I walk in. I'm like, oh, I see. It's a clothing shop. I'm like, I see why you are subleasing. Those are ugly clothes and expensive, overpriced, ugly stuff. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, I'll take it, but it has to be cheaper than that because I don't have money. She's like, you have Birkin bag. I'm like, yeah, I'm cheap. I'm Chinese. So she's like, well, you can have $200 off every month. I said, okay, deal. So she's like, what do you want? I said, you have to move today because I have my Taiwanese contractor coming in tomorrow. It's going to have a stage right here, next week. And that's what happened. I got a stage on there in 1 week. Next thing you know, I'm telling jokes by myself in the room. Then I start doing the open mic. I host mics and have 7 open micers coming in. I just host the mic and run my jokes. And then pandemic came, I just kept the club. I was telling jokes on TikTok. And then I'm like, this is 1 year. Nobody's going anywhere. I should blow up on TikTok and I should have another baby. I want a daughter. So I had a daughter and I had 1 million followers in the same year. But I was throwing up, literally posting my jokes. I was pushing my daughter while I'm posting my TikTok. I'm like, I have to post this TikTok. You have to push your daughter. I'm like, it's a girl. Let me fix this post. It can be 1 million views. I just know I want to have a career, and I know I'm a nobody, and I know that nobody's gonna take me serious. But if I can sell tickets, and everything I post on my TikTok is comedy. I don't do like a hair thing or like makeup tutorials.
Right.
I just tell jokes, and
I always said that my makeup artist name is Yutube. She's a small Japanese girl.
they are very good with makeup because they are so.
They're 7 years old and they're teaching me how to do makeup. It's crazy.
Yes, they are so great with makeup, Japanese, and also they do individual eyelashes. They know how to
really.
put
I
it
was
on.
making YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube. That's hilarious. YouTube sounds so Japanese though. YouTube. That's so cute. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, that's so cute.
So you have 1 million followers on TikTok?
I have like a 1.3 million. I got banned for a while because I was talking about the one-child policy joke. They banned me. They were like, wow. I just said like all the baby girls, they were taken by coyotes, hyenas, and Jeffrey Epstein. And they were like, that's too far. I'm like, of course. They were like, that's not true. There's no hyenas in China. There is no hyenas in China. But it's just they were so mad at me, they banned my account. I lost all the followers. The day I decided to divorce my ex-husband, I'm like, did he call TikTok? Like, what happened? I'm like, I can live without you. I have 1 million followers. I don't need you. Bye. And the next thing I know, your TikTok is deleted. I'm like, did you call somebody? Did you call your friend in China, bitch? Like, fuck you. Then I just basically, I thank God for Jewish lawyers. I appreciate Jewish people. They are really amazing, the Jewish people.
Yes.
So he was able to write a letter, and I was able to get it back. But I felt like I'm still shadow banned a little bit because they kind of monitor my speech.
Oh, really?
Because I can't keep my whole mouth shut, and they know I'm gonna say something.
And what would have happened if you'd said that in China?
I will be in prison.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'll be disappeared. I think so. I don't know. Maybe they will keep me to make me exam. I don't really know, but I would definitely
So
not
you
say
never
in
want
China.
to go back to China?
I just can't tell jokes in China.
Right.
Because there's no freedom to tell jokes. You just
That's so interesting that there are no Chinese comedians.
no. I think Ali Wang is Vietnamese Chinese, right? Ali Wang.
Yes.
Yeah, and Margaret is Korean.
Yes.
Um.
Margaret is hilarious.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing.
So amazing.
She's so amazing.
She's sort of we're of the same era.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when she started talking about her mother on stage.
Oh my
and
god.
how brilliantly funny,
So great.
Yeah. She's
So
amazing.
Really amazing.
And she's still selling out all over the place.
Yeah. She's so iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is iconic.
Yes. You guys are so iconic.
But I know I think of Margaret
you're
as
Margaret.
being like about 24.
Margaret her spirit is so young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is too. I mean,
she also she carry food with her all the time. She has a little dog. That's very good. I know she's not 24. She's at least 35 because she knows to bring a snack with her. I remember I ran into her outside of the improv. I know Margaret, she follows me on TikTok, but I don't think she can point to the same person, me and her. I mean, me and my TikTok.
Uh-huh.
But maybe a little bit because we actually, November, I was so honored to be inducted into Asian Hall of Fame with her together in November.
Oh, wow.
Into Asian Hall of Fame. And I remember I was running into her. She was walking and she has a little ponytail and she has her dog in her back. She was holding her dog. She was walking next to me. I was just trying to walk closer to her and she just saw me. She was trying to protect her dog. She's like, don't fall. It was so cute. She didn't recognize me. But
she didn't?
I think she didn't. But she gave me this a really nice smile.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is our obligation as female comedians to lift each other up.
It's hard for us.
1,000,000%.
It's so hard for us. It's still, I mean, if you
I don't
look
think
at
it's hard. I think you always have to. Extend your hand to other comics. Always.
Yeah.
When I did the Alec Baldwin roast,
Uh-huh.
I walked into the writer's room, and there were a lot of writers in that room for that. And the guy who's in charge of it, he's like, "Okay, Caroline, we've gone over." And I'd already written a lot of jokes. Alec's a very good friend of mine, and I'd written these jokes. And then I said, "Okay, I want all the men to leave the room. I just want the female writers." Yeah.
I love that.
Bonnie McFarlane. So funny. Do you know Bonnie?
Yes, I saw her. Yeah, she's very well known.
Yeah. She's Canadian too.
I know, Steph Tolev, she was on my
Very funny.
She's Canadian. I'm like, why is all the Canadian people so funny? You guys were nice.
Because we don't take each other seriously. I mean, we don't take ourselves seriously.
I see. That's
what it is.
That's very important.
Probably that. I don't know.
That's very important.
Do you have sisters? Is that true? Your jokes about your sisters that she's younger than you?
Yeah, I have a younger sister. She is the
How'd
middle
you end
child.
up with two? You must have been very wealthy.
She gave up her house. My mother. She just so she. I just feel like I learned so much from that woman. I mean, she was brutal when I was growing up, but I realized that she just there's a rule for the society. Tell her what to not do, and she want to do it, and she didn't want to give up. So she's like, let me make more money. You want to take my house, take it. I'll buy another one, but I want this baby to be alive, even though it's a girl. So she kept my sister, and then until she had a son, my brother, which is a waste of time because he's dumb. But still, she tried.
Hold on, they took your mother's house?
Like in China, you only have one child. If you have a girl, you just make sure that girl is not there, so you don't have a child because you have baby at home back then. So I was born at home, and there's no baby. You can have another one, which is your first one. Hopefully, it's a boy. It's another girl you give to somewhere else or whatever it is. You don't have a baby, and you have one more. It's a boy. So she didn't want to get rid of us. She didn't want to give us away to her relatives. She didn't even want to give us to somebody temporarily for a few years to hide us. She wanted us to be next to her. So the fine would be they would take your house and fire you from your job, even like your relatives' jobs. So that's why people don't do it because they just have, even though it's a girl, there's only one child. You just keep the girl and never have a baby and be very reasonable. If you are like only one child, you are the daughter, you're just, it's very reasonable. Like we could have a son, but we kept you, be good at school. So women just have to, there's a lot of trauma.
So did they, there's so
women.
much trauma. So how did they, when did you, were you all out together as a family ever?
Yeah. Yeah, my mom just kept everybody together. And she was just really amazing. She just was able to hustle it. She just keep working, make money, and trying to get everything ready. Just trying to make sure everybody's together, even the girls. I want them to get the same treatment with the boys, and I just want to keep them. And you want money, take it. If you want my house, take it. She's never afraid of being homeless. Right. She didn't think it's a thing. So I was driving with her in LA, and we go through all the tents. She's like, what are this? I said, it's homeless. They are homeless. She's like, do you know why there's no Chinese person there? I said, why? She goes, you can't pay your tax payment next week. I choke you today.
Jeez.
I said, oh, okay. So she's just so brutal. She's like, she always tell me, don't be a victim. I don't want to be the woman who can't have her daughter.
Right.
I want to be the woman who could have her daughter and who could give away a job and a house and have a new one. So she just, she didn't have.
They took away her house and her job.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she stopped her job. She was working in a bank. She was an employee in a bank. And then she just went to the city and started washing dishes in a restaurant. Wow. Then she became a manager. And then the owner had a house problem. So asked her if she can take over. They'll sell her the restaurant. She had to pay back in a certain amount of years because she was doing very well. The sales was going up and the business was doing well.
What kind of a restaurant was it?
Soup restaurant, kanji restaurant. The Chinese kanji restaurant. We have soup dumplings, pancakes, and like different soup, like different porridge. Like the bean porridge, the pork, but there's like some like also of course like there's kung pao chicken, there's rice, but like we just call it the porridge restaurant. It's a porridge house. We call it a porridge house. It specializes in porridge and like chicken soup. That's why my mom was like, drink ginseng soup. Your face look yellow. I'm like, I should look yellow, Mom. I'm Asian. She goes, no. You look lighter. Your husband left you. I said, I left him. She's like, she walks away. I'm like, I left him, right? She goes. It's just so funny.
My mother would always say whenever I would date anybody, and she would always say, I'll tell her who I was dating. This is like when I was 20. She goes, well, for God's sake, don't blow this one. Like, she had no idea what she was saying, like, for her expressions. Like, Gilbert Gottfried used to, like, roll into my square when I was on Hollywood Squares, and my mother would go, who is that man who keeps going in your box? And I was like, okay, Mom, none of this sounds good.
She's hilarious.
Oh, she was so hilarious.
So funny.
Oh, my God. All my friends, because I had so many gay friends always, and when I was a kid, and she would always say, darling, your friend Gary is here, and I think the R is silent. That's how she would say someone was gay.
That's hilarious. She's so funny.
She was so funny. She's not alive anymore, but she was so funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. Yeah. the next comedian is here. I have.
Who's your
We're
next
almost done,
comedian?
right? We're almost
Yeah.
done. We're just gonna wrap up. Yeah, we're done. Before I leave, I just wanted to. People are
First of all, I love that you have a Tesla, a Louis Vuitton, your own club,
yes, and my jewelry brand.
and your jewelry brand, and yet you have
I don't
no
have
money.
a man, but it's fine. I'm my husband. I'm my own husband.
Yeah, you are your own husband.
Yeah, I love that. It's
That's
sexy.
what I was saying. That I call those years, those first 10 years, I was in a MoMA. It was like a mom coma
That's true.
because you're just being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get out of that. And then dating is so hilarious. It's so ridiculous.
It's good for materials.
You know what it is? It's
We have
like
always
ordering
been
an
aware.
Uber.
Yeah.
This is what, because they were all Libras who I was with. And you know how they go, oh, your car will be here in 4 minutes. And then you look down and it says, your car will be here in 6 minutes. And then it goes, your driver has picked up another driver and it's canceled. That's what dating is like in Los Angeles.
You are brilliant. It is so good. And I'm Uber Karen. It'll be worse if you got picked up by Uber Karen. She's gonna.
I
roast
really
you.
thought those people were absolute innocents.
Oh my god, I have a new one coming up. We should do one just for fun.
All right.
Yes, I got a lot of like people are just mad at me. I just said like it's funny people are so angry. Dylan Mulvaney, whatever, Mulvaney, whatever, the transgender girl. She was the spokesperson for Bud Light.
Oh yes.
People were so angry. They were just furious about it. I'm like, Bud Light. Bud is a man, Bud Light. Without the penis. So a man without the penis, a transgender woman. So she's perfect for Bud Light.
Right.
The men are angry. I'm like, real men don't drink Bud Light. If you're angry, I don't really care you are leaving me and unfollowing me because you are not a real man.
Do you get into arguments? Do you bother fighting back?
I used to, but now I just give up because I just feel like it's algorithm. I'm Chinese. The only rhythm is algorithm.
That is, oh my God, that's what your joke should be. That's how you got pregnant. You did the rhythm method.
Yeah.
The algorithm method.
The only rhythm is algorithm. And I'm a Chinese woman. We used to bond our feet. So our husband can beat us. Like you broke your toes and bound your feet. So you can't run away from the house.
That's
Your
what it was
husband beat
for?
you. Yeah, to control women. I'm like, I can't control my feet, but I can control your feet, bitch. Because I do my algorithm. That's my only rhythm. That's funny.
That is so funny. I just completely rely on the algorithm. Like if I'm going out with someone, I just think about them. And then the algorithm shows me like why men cheat, narcissist lawyers. I'm like, I didn't even say their name or show a picture. I just thought of them. And then the algorithm will tell you.
Algorithm
It's
tells
like the
everything.
giant like crystal ball now.
Yes, I love that. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where can we find you?
Where can you find me? Well, my friend June Ambrose, who's this famous stylist, she styles Jay-Z, and she was trying to, like millions of years ago, she's like, are you on Instagram? I'm like, no. So she signed me up as Caroline Rhea. And I was verified. And then she couldn't remember how she got on or the password, so we could never figure it out. So then I became Caroline Rhea 4, the number 4 real, which is what I'm on Instagram. And then, I'm doing a bunch of touring now.
Amazing.
So fun. I know.
Amazing.
The only part that sucks is, like Mike McDonald, who was a great comic, brilliant Canadian. He said they don't pay us to do stand-up. They pay us to leave our families and get on an airplane and travel. That's what the pain in the ass is. That's what we're being paid for. Being on stage is like gift.
Gift.
It was my birthday yesterday, so I was on stage.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You are legal to drink now. It's legal. I don't feel guilty. This is alcohol in here, actually.
Oh my God, is it?
I'm kidding. Well, there is hot kombucha. Yeah.
Better not be. I don't drink alcohol. My friend and I were drinking
Nothing.
Mike's lemonade, Mike's hard lemonade. This is years ago in Vancouver.
It was so.
And we were like, it is so hot out.
Yeah.
So hot. And we were both like getting very flushed. I'm like, why is it so hot? And then I was like, oh my God, there's alcohol.
It was so delicious.
We didn't even know, but it was
It
delicious.
was delicious, but they don't do it anymore.
They don't?
Just like good men, they don't produce them anymore. Anything that's
There's
good.
a billion men that will go out with you.
Let's find the one who's gonna.
The only tricky part about you is that you're a Capricorn. You're very critical.
Yeah, I'm critical about myself and everybody else.
A little bit stubborn, a little
Very
bit
stubborn.
unable to see anything from beyond your perspective.
Yeah.
Money's extremely important to you.
Also, maybe my eyes are tiny. That's also one of the reasons why I can't see beyond here. I can only see around here. My eyes are like I'm doing the best. I
Okay,
can.
what's the name of your club?
The Hollywood Comedy. Anytime you want to run a set before
Okay.
we go,
The Hollywood Comedy
Jimmy
Club.
Kennedy, he just did it a double headline with me a few weeks ago. He had so much fun. Ask him.
I love Jamie Kennedy.
He's the sweetest.
He is the sweetest. What about him? You wouldn't date a comic, would you?
He's like I see him like a big brother. Like he's cracking wisdom now. Like he just the cracking wisdom. He was on the pod. He's like teaching me, saying a lot of things that's like very, very insightful.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't think I should fuck a comedian. Like I just don't think I should do that to myself. I just feel like it's, yeah.
Yeah, probably
No.
not a good idea.
Oh my God, I'm so happy you are here.
It was
Thank you
nice
so
to
much for
meet you.
coming. I'm going to
Thank you
get you
very
some
much.
jewelry from the thing. I can send you some photos. You can collect some.
It's
You can wear them.
beautiful.
I like it when you wear it, like really nice ring when you hold the mic because as comedians, the shiny thing is gold plated, so it's good.
I'm so not a jewelry person, but yes,
My nails
very
not done,
beautiful.
but the kids are alive, so it's I am accomplished.
When we're done, you're going to show me a picture of your beautiful baby.
Oh my God, yes. Let me go change the.
Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. When my daughter was 2, let me just tell you this. Her personality had already formed because when she was 2, I always said she had the personality of a Russian gymnastics coach because no matter what I would do or say, my daughter would go like this, again.
Oh,
Again.
wow.
Remember, that's the only word they learned?
That is amazing.
I don't want to read if you give a mouse a cookie and she'd be like, again. I'm like,
maybe we should inject some drug in you too. Jump higher. They should be friends. My daughter is like that.
Yeah.
She's like, I said, hi. She goes, when I do something, she goes,
I know, even when before my daughter could form words, you just knew she was disappointed. She'd be like,
My son is very simple. He likes everything. Mommy, I love you. Major kiss from Wednesday. Super kiss. I'm like, honey, you have to study hard. I have to make money because you're not going to get laid. I'll work hard for you, honey. Don't worry. Mommy will take care of you.
I'm impressed with your work ethic, seriously.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
I
you
look
so
forward
much.
to your special.
It's a communist work ethic. Kill or to be killed. There's no other way. The guys that left, I have to make sure I can dig some money, like dig some gold, I can be my own husband.
I love that you guys use the verb dick. And like dick's a verb now.
Yeah.
To dick somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or dick down or whatever.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. These gorgeous, like 20-something, 30-something female comedians are like, yeah. What is it? Dick down? What is the expression?
What is that, Danny?
Dick down.
Yeah.
This will be the one clip my daughter sees. She's like, Mom, I can't believe you said dick down.
Dick down.
I'd be like, did I say it wrong? She's like, no, you just said it. All righty. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. You are the host because your energy is so high. I mean, so powerful. I feel like I'm the guest.
No, I want it. You have such an interesting life. People don't probably know about it.